welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorites for the past month or so. As I was thinking about what I wanted to film today, I realized that I have just so many things that I've tried recently, like within the last month or maybe a little bit more than a month, that I've just really been enjoying and wishing that I had known about earlier, wishing that I had known about for my first daughter. So I figured I would share those with you. Some of these might be repeats or things that you own, things that you've tried, but if they are not, they are all things that I definitely recommend. And of course, everybody has different things that work for them differently, so maybe you've tried these things and you didn't love them, but for me, these have all been things that I've been using almost on a daily basis. I'm going to start with things that are pretty much exclusively like mommy or baby related, and then I'll end with a few things that are more like just for me, my favorites. First couple things that I want to mention are sleep related things. We've been transitioning our youngest daughter, she's 7 months old, out of swaddling. She still is not very good at rolling over. She's developing physically slower than our first daughter was, but she's on track. She's just not as quick as I anticipated her being, but nevertheless she is starting to kind of do those things, which means we've been transitioning her out of swaddling. So I have been using a combination of things. This is the Oh So Soft Baby Olay muslin swaddle blanket in the Fresco Lagoon set. Love this blanket. This and the solid colored one that it came with are the only two blankets we've really been using. I've basically been using one for a couple of days and then wash it and just kind of been rotating it along with our laundry. And so I've been using this to swaddle her without her arms. So I still do like the normal swaddle. I just start it lower underneath her, like on her chest, so that her arms are still out. And that has been great for like nap time, so that she's getting used to having her arms out for some of her shorter sleep times. And then we've been using this Love to Dream Swaddle Up. So it makes her arms like this. It keeps her in like a sleeping position that way. It keeps her tight across her tummy and it keeps her arms up in that position. So she still has access to kind of move her arms around, but they're not totally out because she tends to scratch herself and knock her pacifier out. Absolutely love it. So these two have been really helpful in helping to transition her out of swaddling. Love these and highly recommend them. Another thing that I wanted to mention is this portable sound machine. This is from My Baby. I got this at Target. This is like the, I don't know, it's like the smaller version. I think we have the larger full-size one, and this one runs on batteries. It's funny because I was thinking about this the other day. We tend to travel kind of a lot, not so much travel like flying and everything, but we tend to travel like to my parents or somewhere else for like the full day where we're having to have the girls nap at that place. And it's funny because it's like at home, we have kind of a routine, you know, she sleeps in a certain crib, she has a sound machine, she goes to bed at a certain time. And it's funny because up until recently, like, I just never thought that it was important to recreate that atmosphere at other people's houses. And I feel kind of just silly talking about that. But I discovered, realizing like, well, if we're using a sound machine at home, why are we surprised that she's not sleeping well other places without a sound machine? So this has been great. It runs on, I think, 3 AAA batteries, and we used this overnight throughout the night when we were in Dallas, and it has not run out of batteries yet. Absolutely love this. So you turn it on by holding the power button, and then you have your option of heartbeat, rain, ocean, and lullaby. It has a timer option, so you can have it be going non-stop. You can have it set for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or 45 minutes, and you can adjust the volume. And it's just been great. You hold the power button to turn it off, and then it has a little option if you want to, you can remove this. Otherwise, I've been using this to clip it to the pack and play on the outside of the pack and play. This has been awesome. Again, I'm like, why did I not have this sooner? This was like $8 at Target, and I love it. This was something that I bought just kind of on a whim. It's called the Munchkin Baby Food Feeder, I think. I got this at Walmart the other day before I went to Dallas because I wanted to try something like this out. It reminds me of the like little pacifier netted things that you like put food in. I like those and we've used them, but they are so messy. Like, yeah, that has to be a production. So I wanted to find something that had kind of a similar idea. So I bought this. It's basically like a massive pacifier, and you open it here and only has one spot for the food to come out. One hole right here. So it's perfect for like yogurt, and it's not too messy. So I love it. I have been putting just like a little bit of yogurt in this, like baby yogurt in it, and giving this to her while she's waiting for me to like make dinner, or if I'm doing something like that. It just kind of keeps her busy for a little bit, and she loves it. And it comes with a really nice cap, and the cap is like intense to put on, but I really like that because then it's not going to be coming off. Love, love, love this, and also highly recommend it. Okay, another item that I have absolutely been loving. I bought this a long time ago, actually, before Rhea even started teething, because Amber recommended it in one of her videos. This is the Itsy Ritsy Tokidoki collaboration teething necklace. This thing is amazing. Rhea just loves this. Like, honestly, when I pull this out and I dangle this in front of her, she like visibly gets excited. She loves this thing. I've been wearing it pretty much every day at church. I just sort of throw it on, and then when I'm holding her, it just keeps her busy. She loves it. Or if someone wants to hold her, I'll ask if they want to put this on, and they almost always say yes, and then she just kind of just loves to play with it. This is amazing. It's not too heavy, and I love the way it looks. It doesn't look like, I mean, it definitely looks like a teething necklace, but to me, it's like, it's my style, so I don't mind wearing it. And like I said, Rhea loves it, and that's my favorite thing about it, is that my daughter loves it. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to some of the things that are still kind of baby related, but also kind of just things that I would use for myself even if I didn't have kids. First thing I want to mention, which I know I have mentioned before, are KangaCare wet bags. And that is especially relevant because we just got back from our trip. So these are the KangaCare wet bags in Toki Corno, and then I believe this one is in Soar. Amber just recently sent this to me from the Sensible Mama. I brought both of these prints specifically with me on our Dallas trip. Now, we do not cloth diaper when we go on extended trips like that, so we were disposable diapering, but I still brought 2 of these. I honestly probably could have brought more. I used one just to kind of hang on the door and we were putting our dirty clothes in, because they're huge. Like, you can put so much in here. It's massive. And then the other one we used because we went swimming the last morning we were there. So it was nice to be able to throw all of our wetsuits, Melody's pool floaty, and it all fit in there no problem. So I was able to put one just like had dry but dirty clothes, and then one had like totally wet swimsuits, and that way nothing got wet in the bag. These are amazing for the price. The quality is amazing, and I've actually shown before, but you can fit one of these in a small set piece from Jujubee. They fold up so tight and small, so there's no big deal in packing one of these. They don't take up any room hardly at all, and they're great. Okay, so I really wanted to mention my Lily Jade Shaylee, because let's be honest, that has been the bag that I have been using nonstop. I brought it with me to Dallas. I love it. Definitely my most favorite bag of all time. I love that thing, but I figured it's been kind of overkill with me talking about that bag, and honestly, this one has also been getting a ton of use. This is my Be Light from Jujubee in the Toki Pops print. This thing is gorgeous. Every time I see it, it makes me happy. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? It's like one of those prints that just like makes me happy, you know? I love the placement on mine and just the bag in general. I had a standard Be Light that I got rid of a while ago, and then all I had for a while was just the mini Be Light, and I also really like to use that. This Be Light has been getting used at least once or twice a week. It's what I pack up when I'm going to my parents' house for the whole day. Like, so we go to church on Sunday, which is like 30 minutes away from our house, and my parents also live in that town, so typically we go to church and then we just go to my parents and we hang out there pretty much the whole day into the evening, which means the girls nap there. They usually change out of their church clothes. They maybe wear pajamas at the end of the day. So I'm packing a lot of stuff when we go on Sunday, but I don't necessarily want all of it in church with me. So I pack up my Shaylee the way that I normally do, and then I take like a wet bag, I take the sound machine, I take an extra blanket, and I shove all of those, the changes of clothes, extra diapers, I put them all in the Be Light, and then I just have one extra bag. This has all of the extra stuff that I need for a Sunday or for a full day out, and I love it. I brought this with us to Dallas, and it was used for when we were going to the pool. I would throw like a towel, sunscreen, our swimsuits in it. It's just so easy. It's so effortless because it is just pretty simple. Like, it's not structured. Again, this takes up almost no room at all, and I'm really digging the Be Light, and I'm wishing that I had got on this train sooner, because like I said, I tried it once before and I never reached for it, but now Now I'm using it all the time and it is getting a ton of use. So highly recommend a Be Light. If you do not have one, you need one. The last two items that I'm gonna mention are makeup products. These are both from the brand Catrice, which I think you can find exclusively, well maybe not exclusively, but you can definitely find it at Ulta, and I'm not sure where else besides maybe their website. So I'm gonna be showing the HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This is what I'm wearing today. So this is the Liquid HD Coverage Foundation, and I am wearing mine in 030 Sand Beige. The dropper is kind of unusual, it's kind of strange, but the consistency is super liquidy and it's super easy to blend. And I brought this with me to Dallas and it didn't leak or anything, so despite the fact that it's sort of an unconventional or maybe gimmicky packaging, it still did not leak and I love it. I think this was $12 or something off of the website. The only bummer is that it only comes in 4 shades and I'm wearing, like I said, 030, which is actually just a touch too dark for me, so I was mixing it with one of my other foundations. But this is amazing. It doesn't have any SPF, so it would be great for like flash photography, weddings, whatever else. Love this foundation. It's super matte, long wearing, and it makes my skin look much better than it really is. So yeah, I really like this foundation and highly recommend it. One of the other Catrice products that I got when I bought that is the Catrice Prime and Fine Professional Contouring Palette, and this one is specifically in Ashy Radiance. This is a fantastic like beginner's contouring palette. If you are interested in trying contouring and you've never done it before, highly recommend this one. I love this. I love how compact this is, and I've been really enjoying the way that my face looks when I use both of these. I think that's just about it for my monthly favorites. All things that I have been really enjoying this last month. I would love to know anything that you guys can recommend to me down in the comments below, because I am always looking for new products to try. So yes, I would love to know what you guys recommend for me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.